Hello, my name is Tlish, and you're watching Coffee and Clicks. Today, as you can see, we're going to be doing an unboxing. It is Star Trek Heroclix Away Team Resistance is Futile, gravity feed. I know that's a little bit late in the game because X-Men is already coming out, but I just got a gravity feed, and instead of just opening it without recording it, I figured why not record it and see what happens. So we'll just get right into it. I'll start opening some packs and we'll see what we get, and take a look at some of the figures. All right, what's this one here? Borg boarding party. Okay, it says here, I don't know, we'll get that centered. Okay, it is Borg boarding party is set number 020. Borg and robot keywords. It is a generic trait. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. When Borg boarding party KOs an opposing character after resolutions, roll a d6. 5 to 6, you may generate a 002A Borg drone on click number 4 that is in that character's square. That generated character has autonomous this turn. So let's see, when KOs an opposing character. So when you KO characters, you have a chance of making a new figure. Okay, and then another trait, adaptation. When an opposing character is given an action to activate a standard power, and that power targets or damages a character that's adjacent or has the Borg keyword after resolutions, opposing characters can't use that power this turn. Protected pulse wave. So the power is protected pulse wave. Okay. And then there's a speed power, phasing teleport, passenger 2, but only to carry characters with the Borg keyword. And it also has a team ability, the Borg team ability. So there are new team abilities in this set. When an adjacent when an adjacent friendly character is KO'd after resolutions, you may roll a d6. If you do, heal this character equal to the result -2, minimum 1. Okay. It's 50 points. It has that speed power on the first click, 18 toughness, 10 attack, 2 damage with range combat expert, and it is indomitable. Okay, pretty nice. So we'll set that aside. You guys can see the, is that centered there? Yeah, okay. You can see the sculpts there. Let's see, can you see it when I put it down here? Yeah, I'll just put it right there. So I'll put these in rows here. Stick the garbage in the back. All right, let's open up some more. I don't know if I'm gonna go through every single piece. So this one is Starfleet Ensign. Starfleet Ensign. During force construction, if using the 15-point value, you may not include more than 4 of Starfleet Ensign at that cost. And when placing characters, an opponent chooses a distinct starting line for each one included at that cost. So it's kind of like the ex-students from X-Men Xavier School and the ex-students and ex-trainees. So interesting little generic. I like those. Okay, so we'll put him aside. I like how these are packaged. Let's stick him there. Does this say data? Yeah, where's this lore? Let's see. This is Lieutenant Commander Data, shifting focus. Okay. So I actually opened up a few packs before I got this gravity feed. Not from the same gravity feed, from a different, from my local gaming store. And I pulled the Sherlock Holmes data. So now I have this one. There he is shooting his little taser there. And there he is shifting focus. Let's take a look at his dial on the back. He's 50 points. Sidestep, invulnerability, 10 attack, 18 defense, and 3 damage with close combat expert. So pretty cool. I'm gonna definitely use him with shifting focus. I think he's gonna be fun to play. You know, I always passively liked Star Trek. I was never like huge into Star Trek, but I actually just came back from from visiting my grandparents in South Dakota, and we were on the flight, and I was just binge watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, kind of in preparation for this set here, because they had it on they had TV on the flight, and they had a marathon of Star Trek: The Next Generation. And I actually enjoyed it, because I do enjoy that show when I do watch it, even though I'm not as big into it as some other people are right now. So let's see, Dr. Beverly Crusher. She has a trait, removing the Borg implants free. Choose an adjacent opposing character with a Borg or robot keyword. Deal that character 1 penetrating damage, and that character loses the Borg and robot keywords for the rest of the game. And also she has support, and her damage power support free if Dr. Beverly Crusher is adjacent to or at least one opposing character. Heal all adjacent characters 1 click. Opposing characters healed in this way can't attack Dr. Beverly Crusher until your next turn. So she actually heals opponents. That's interesting. Okay, so she is a medic, which makes sense, because, you know, that's what she is in the show. So put her there. All right, we have a Klingon warrior generic. Klingon warrior. We can take a look at that. There's a lot of cool generics in this set. If the blood will tell, free if a friendly character that is adjacent or has a Klingon keyword was attacked since your last turn, modify attack +1 this turn. So it also has a cool team ability, Klingon Empire. When this character hits an opposing character with an attack roll of 10 to 12, after resolutions, remove an action token from this character. So kind of aggressive abilities for 40 points. Oh, it's a cool tie-up. It has plasticity, blades, and toughness. 17 toughness and 2 damage with blades. So 11 attack with blades. That's pretty good. You know, good tie-up for 40 points. At least in, I guess, in casual play. Obviously, I'm hoping to pull Q. We'll see. Don't know. Oh, we got Thomas Riker. Okay, very similar sculpt to Lieutenant Commander Data. He's shooting that, what do they call them? Tasers? Phasers? I think they're called tasers. No. I don't really know what they're called. You could tell I'm not well-versed in the Star Trek world. Although I used to have, when I was a kid, I used to have this really cool Star Trek encyclopedia that I used to read all the time, and it was really detailed. It had like every single planet, every single like contraption that they use on board the Enterprise. It was a Star Trek: The Next Generation. It might have been combined with the Star Trek: The Original Series, because I think at the time that I had it, those were the only 2 series that were out. It was before Voyager and anything like that. It was before Deep Space Nine even. I had the encyclopedia, and I used to read it, and I used to like take a cardboard box and make a spaceship out of it when I was a kid. So fun times. All right, so that's Thomas Riker. Push the garbage to the back. Now we have Commander William T. Riker. All right, this looks like a higher up there. This is set number 022, so I'm not sure what rarity that is. Starfleet and Cosmic. I should have never made you that promise. It's a trait when a friendly character without a promise token that's adjacent or has the Starfleet keyword would be KO'd by an opponent's attack. You may instead turn them to their last non-KO click and give them a promise token. If you do, after resolutions, deal Commander William T. Riker 2 unavoidable damage. If the character is 50 points or less, deal him 1 unavoidable damage instead. He also has telekinesis as free, but only to target a friendly character that's adjacent to an opposing character, and to place them adjacent to Commander William T. Riker, which seems pretty situational there. But it's called Use Your Powers to Save Them, and that's an attack power. Then he has a defense power with just a snap of the fingers, energy shield deflection, and super senses. And he has the Q Continuum team ability, which is willpower, and this character has protected outwit uncopyable. So it's similar to Power Cosmic and Quintessence, the Q Continuum. So I see he has a Cosmic keyword, so this must be a Cosmic version of William T. Riker. And pretty good stats overall. 10 movement with phasing, 10 attack, which seems to creep up towards the end of the dial. 18 defense with that trait, with that power, and then 3 damage with probability control at 125 points or 100 points. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, it looks like I got a chase here. So, probably no prime then. Probably not getting Q. But I got Chase Mirror William Riker. So we'll take a look at that. There is a sculpt. He's got a cool sculpt. Mirror William Riker. He's got a folding card. He is Mirror Universe, Soldier and Spy keywords. Real name William T. Riker. Trait Opportunistic Maneuver, free. Once per turn for all characters that can use this trait. Choose a friendly character that took 2 or more damage from a single attack since your last turn. You may place Mirror William Riker within 6 squares and line of fire of the opposing character that made that attack. You may then replace Mirror William Riker with another character that can use the Opportunistic Maneuver trait from your sideline on the same click number. Okay, so I'm guessing that's the other chase, the Beverly Crusher one. Okay, and then the trait is advancing through the ranks. Another trait. When this character is placed by a character's use of the Opportunistic Maneuver trait, until your next turn, this character has opposing characters within 6 squares can't use team abilities. Well, that's pretty cool. Turns off like things like Power Cosmic. Another trait, Mirror Mirror. She's got Shape Change. When Mirror William Riker uses Shape Change and succeeds, give him a Mirror token. And if he fails, remove all Mirror tokens. When he uses Shape Change, increase the result by +1 for each Mirror token. A roll of 1 always fails. So roll shape change, you succeed 5 or 6. Then the next time you roll shape change, you succeed on a 4, 5, 6. And the next time you roll shape change, you succeed on a 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, as long as you keep making your shape change rolls. Once you miss a shape change roll, it resets, but a 1 always fails. And then he's got a damage power, beat respect into you. When Mirror William Riker hits an opposing character with 2 action tokens, he deals penetrating damage. When Mirror William Riker damages an opposing character with an attack, after resolutions, give that character an action token. Okay. And I like the soldier keyword there, so that's cool. He's 100 or 75 points. He has 6 range. So you place him within 6, he can shoot at somebody. 9 attack with charge, 11 attack. 9 move with charge, 11 attack with quake, 18 defense with combat reflexes, and then that damage power for 3 damage. Okay, cool. Let's see what else we got. All right, we have another Borg search party. Another Borg search party, so we don't have to look at that. We already saw him. We have Ensign Crusher. Ensign Crusher. Starfleet and Scientist keyword. If Journey's End is a trait, if Ensign Crusher has 50 points, he has the Cosmic keyword. If he has 25 points, he's KO'd when his dial clicks past the red KO line. I got it, Captain, once per turn. When a friendly character that's adjacent or has a Starfleet keyword rolls for leadership, shape change, super senses, or impervious, they may re-roll that roll. Okay, that's really good with Starfleet keyword if you're running Starfleet. But also if you just keep them adjacent and then you can re-roll leadership, shape change. That's pretty cool. Yeah, or super senses or impervious. That's once per turn though. Okay, and then defense power, ascend with the Traveler, stop willpower. Ensign Crusher has protected outwit and he can't be healed. So that's I guess if you paid the 50 points, he has a stop click, I'm guessing. And then he has a damage power, see the possibilities, probability control, and outwit. Let's take a look at his. So for 25 points, he has perplex, 8 move, 9 attack with that re-rolling power. I got it, Captain. And then and 16 defense. And if you paid 50 points, then he has 2 stop clicks. And he gains probability control and outwit. So that's actually pretty good for 50 points as a, let me just bring it up closer so you can see. That's pretty good for 50 points as a support piece. But he doesn't get that. So he either stays at perplex, or if you hit him onto a stop click, then he gets prob and outwit. And he's a little hard to kill. So I like it. Keep going. Okay, we have Ensign Ro Loren. Uncertain loyalties. Once per force, when Ensign Ro Loren is KO'd, do not remove her from the game. Instead, after resolutions, place her in the square she last occupied on click 1. She is now friendly to your opponent's force. If she is not on her starting force, friendly characters can't use probability control. If she is not on her starting force. Friendly characters. So I guess, so now if you kill her, if you're playing against her and then you kill her, you KO her, and then she joins your force, now nobody on your force can use prob because she's friendly to you. That kind of, I wouldn't want to really kill her then. I'm not sure. Interesting. And there's her. She's got sidestep and close combat expert and combat reflexes. She's 40 points. There's her picture. I'm blocking her picture there. There she is. Also hoping to get the super rare Picard, Jean-Luc Picard. I don't know how many actual super rares I got. I think 1, 2. I think Ensign Loren might have been a super rare actually. Yeah, because she's set number 25. So 1, 2. I don't know. All right, so here's Starfleet Ensign. We already saw them. Starfleet Ensign. Let's take a look at the next one. Here's another shifting focus Commander Data. I think we have a duplicate of him already. Love Data. Oh, we got Worf. I just need Geordi LaForge too, right? We need to try to get all of the main members of the crew. All right, so Lieutenant Worf, also shifting focus, free. If Lieutenant Worf began, you will return on the map. Okay, so that's the shifting focus trait. Replace him with another character with this trait on the same click number. And then he's got a damage power enhancement. Adjacent friendly characters modified defense +1 against range attacks. And he is 9 movement with phasing teleport, 11 attack with precision strike, 17 defense with toughness, and 3 damage with that enhancement power for 60 points. There we go. Lieutenant Worf. Here's another Dr. Beverly Crusher. I think we have one of her already. Dr. Beverly Crusher. So we'll put her to the side. Getting a lot of duplicates. We have 15. We opened 15, so there should be 9 more to open. Who is this? This looks like another Worf. Shifting focus, another Worf. Okay, so here we have the red uniform Worf with the shifting focus trait, and then empower, damage power. Adjacent friendly characters modify defense +1 against range attacks. So instead of enhancement, he's got empower, this one. And he's got, yep, and he's got sidestep, invulnerability, and that empower trait. Which makes sense because he was like, I think he was like head of security for the, for the Enterprise. Maybe I'll get the other Q. We'll see. I might still have a chance at that. Gowron. Oh, this looks like a special one. Well, I just like his sculpt. He's got a cool sculpt. Let's take a look. He's got a little, like, a little uniform, a little armor on. I don't really know who Gowron is, but he's got armor there. See him holding a knife. So Gowron is your blood will paint the way to the future. Once per turn, when a friendly character that's adjacent or has the Klingon keyword is damaged by an opponent's attack, after resolutions, remove an action token from a friendly character that's adjacent or has the Klingon keyword. Okay. And then damage power, he acts under my authority as Chancellor of the Klingon High Council. He has leadership. When Gowron uses it and succeeds, choose a friendly character that's adjacent or has the Klingon keyword. That character has autonomous this turn. Okay, that's pretty good. He's 100 points, and he has that damage power. He's got 18 defense with Mastermind, 11 attack with Precision Strike, and 9 movement with Running Shot, and 6 range. Klingon crewman, so we're going to get lots of Klingons here, lots of Klingons. Klingon crewman, let's take a look at his. He's very similar to Gowron, his sculpt with the armor. Klingon crewman, he's a generic. He is set number 1. When Klingon crewman is KO'd, choose a friendly character that's adjacent or has the Klingon keyword. After resolutions, kill that character 1 click. So that was, we've seen that trait before. We are Klingons. He is only 30 points. He has charge and blades and combat reflexes, 8 movement, 10 attack, 17 defense, 2 damage for 30 points. So those blades can be pretty annoying, I'm sure, in a casual game. Pretty dangerous. We got something stuck in the top. Where it looked like it was empty, but there was some stuck in the top there. Oh, okay, so let's see. Which Captain Luke Picard is this? This is set number 3. I think I have this one already. This is the common Jean-Luc. I was wondering when we were going to get Jean-Luc Picard. This is set number 3, Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Let's take a look at what he does. Starfleet and politician keywords. Trait, I don't feel comfortable around children. When Captain Jean-Luc Picard is attacked by an opposing character with tiny size, modified defense -1. Defense power, do as you must, but don't harm my crew. Defend and energy shield deflection. And then damage power, Captain of the USS Enterprise. Leadership, when Captain Jean-Luc Picard uses it and the result is a 6, you may instead remove an action token from all friendly characters with the Starfleet keyword within 6 squares, including himself. And he has 50 points. He has sidestep, 7 movement with sidestep, 6 range, 10 attack, 18 defense with that defend power, and an ESD power, 2 damage with the damage power, the leadership, and then later on he gets telekinesis, which is interesting. All right, let's see. Some of these are stuck. See if I can get them down. Stuck to the top. There we go. So, let's try this one. Oh, there's Geordi LaForge. We got Lieutenant Commander Geordi LaForge, set number 26. Let's see what he does. He is a Starfleet and Scientist keywords. He targets through hindering, which is always good. We are going to have, to time this just right, free. This is an attack power, it's not a trait. Free, choose a friendly character that's adjacent or has a Starfleet keyword and roll a d6. When the chosen character attacks this turn, modify its damage +1 for each die in the attack roll that's the resulting number. Interesting, so it's possible to modify damage +2 if the attack roll is doubles. Okay, that's interesting. And then damage power, wait a second, there we go, Captain, try it now. Probability control, when he uses it to reroll the attack roll of an adjacent friendly character, you may choose to reroll only 1 die. Well, that's really good. That's a nice use of prob. And he targets through hindering, so you can use that targeting through hindering. He's only 40 points, which is really good for a support piece. 8 movement with phasing, 5 range, 10 attack with that attack power to increase damage to adjacent friendlies, and 2 damage with that probability control power, and 17 defense with ESD. So I like him. I like him a lot. He's good. Geordi LaForge. We have a Counselor Troy. So we're completing the whole crew here. Counselor Troy. When a friendly character that's adjacent or has the Starfleet keyword would take 4 or more damage, roll a d6. If you roll a 4 to 6, that character takes 3 damage instead. But it's only for adjacents or for Starfleet keywords. Okay, and it's a trait. And then she has, I forgot to mention, there's a United Federation of Planets team ability, which is basically like the Avengers team ability. When a character is given a move action, modify speed +1. There's her card. And there's the back of her card right there. 7 movement with sidestep, 9 attack, 18 defend, which is always good, and then 1 damage with prob. So not bad for 50 points. She's another decent support piece. We have a Borg drone, which goes along with the Borg search party. I was wondering when we were going to get that. That is a Borg drone, that's a generic. When another friendly character with the Borg keyword is damaged by an opponent's attack, after resolutions heal Borg drone 1 click. Cool. 30-point generic with power and in cap and sidestep. There we go. Two more. I think I got all the super rares that I'm gonna get. Oh, no, I was wrong. Yes, I got my Captain Jean-Luc Picard sitting in the chair, which I'm very happy about because I wanted him. So there's his there's him sitting in the chair. A little sculpt. I like that sculpt. Unfortunately, it's not the Prime version, but yeah, wishful thinking. So here we go. Captain Jean-Luc Picard, we'll take a look at what he does. Darmok and Jalad at Tanagra. That's a trait. Leadership, when Captain Jean-Luc Picard uses it and removes an action token from a friendly character. Choose a keyword that character has. Captain Jean-Luc Picard gains that keyword. Okay, and I'm not sure how you would use that, but I'm sure you could use it for some kind of shenanigans. And then there's a movement power, the Picard maneuver, phasing teleport as power. When Jean-Luc Picard uses it after resolutions, he may make a range attack with a range value of 2 and modifying damage +1. Interesting. Okay. And then he has a damage power, Perplex. If Jean-Luc Picard uses it to positively modify an opposing character's defense, positively modify an opposing character's defense, give that character a pact token. Characters with pact tokens modify their attack and defense, attack -1 and defense +1. Okay, so I guess the turn that you perplex their defense up 1, they would actually have defense +2 because of that pact token. But then they would also have attack -1, and then the defense +1 and attack -1 would be until that token is removed. When a character with a pact token makes an attack, after resolutions, deal that character 1 penetrating damage and remove all pact tokens from them. So that's an interesting use of, it's called, the damage power is called diplomacy. That's very interesting, very tactical power, makes you think. So let's see what he has as his stat line. Okay, so he starts with sidestep, 8 movement with sidestep, 6 range, 11 attack with precision strike, 18 defense with invincible, and 3 damage with that diplomacy pact token power. He later gains, when he gets to click 4, he gets that Starfleet, that Picard maneuver, and I guess it's good that he will get 2 range and +1 damage because he's got pulse wave towards the end of his dial, so he can use that Picard maneuver to move up to full 10 with phasing teleport, and then pulse wave you at 2 range, single targeting a character for 4 damage. Just wish it was an 11 attack instead of a 10 attack. Maybe I'm out of focus here. Yeah, there we go. So that's his dial right there. And he also has outwit. and super senses. So he's pretty good for 125 points. I like that card. I like that piece. Let's see what our last piece is here. I don't know how many super rares you get in a box, but I think I only have 1 gold, and I also have 1 chase. So let's see what this last one is. Commander Shelby. Set number 17. I don't really know who that is. Well, I think I know who that is, actually. I've seen her in some episodes. Elizabeth Paula Shelby. Starfleet, scientist, and soldier keywords. Trait, I am the best you got. At the beginning of the game, choose a keyword. Friendly characters that are adjacent or have the Starfleet keyword. Modify attack +1 when attacking only opposing characters with the chosen keyword. If the chosen keyword is robot or Borg, modify attack +2 instead. Oh, interesting. So you can choose a keyword and give all of your adjacent characters +1 attack. Pretty cool. She is 60 points. She has, that's her dial, 8 movement with running shot, 5 range, 10 attack with penetrating psychic blast, 17 defense with willpower, and 3 damage with leadership. All right, so that is the gravity feed. Again, my name is Tlish. I'm Tlish. You've been watching Coffee and Clicks. I hope you enjoyed our Star Trek gravity feed unboxing, and I'll catch you next time.